in his career and defeated one of the great ones, Park Bones, so he should not be intimidated by Walter Ray Williams Jr., who admittedly was a little bit confused going out here. It would behoove Shady to nail him down early, though. Good start.
Come on, baby, come on, come on. All right.
Okay, a little clinic by Walter Ray here as you see him leave a 10-pin on his first shot. When the lanes are tough and the ball is somewhat unpredictable, straighten the shot out, keep it in play. A real good start for Walter Ray. Despite his strike, he hit the pocket. Should I say despite not striking, hit the pocket.
Okay.
Now, we've seen Walter weeks and weeks when the lanes, what we call open up on the tour, take advantage of the big hook he can play. When the break is dependable and there's a nice groove to the pocket, by all means hook it so you maximize your carry. When you're not sure, straighten it out. That's the attack he's taking today.
Shady on the right lane. Strike up, shooting in the second. He leads. All right, now to Bob Learn Jr., 300 and a 282 average a year ago. Robert?
I'm with George Branham. George, I think you bowled great out there. It looks so critical out there, trying to make good shots. First arena finals, did that have any bearing?
A little bit. This is pretty awesome. It's kind of overwhelming, but I think after that fourth frame, I got a little soft with the ball and went high, and really didn't realize it until it was a little too late, and then I punched out, but it was too late then.
Well, you're a great performer, George. You know, I think the outside angle does have the advantage today. We'll have to see what happens.
All right, thanks, Bob and George. 3 in a row for Shady. Walter Ray's up. Strike working.
The full approach by Walter Ray, 17 feet. The approach, the lane, 60 feet. Pins 3 pounds, 6 ounce.
Come on, get up there, come on. There.
Oh, he flirts with the channel, though.
Well, I think Walter Ray's making a statement. More or less this year, he's in the last 16 tournaments, he's made the championship finals, Chris, 10 times. And he's starting to step in that category of the Dick Webbers, the Don Carters, the Mark Ross, the Earl Anthonys. That's a very elite air, and I'll tell you what, another year or two, you have to mention his name in the 5 all-time greats. Good break there. He pulls the shot. Now, if he's playing the big hook, he'd have probably had a 4-6 split. He breaks the 4-7 down, has a relatively easy spare of the 7-pin.
Paige Pennington, Walter Ray's wife. The Jazz Band plays us into a break here in Erie, Pennsylvania. There they are. Jeff Luke, the director. Oh, that's a pretty good pair, I'd say. Thank you very much. Mike Shady now is up. Mike is strung 3, shooting the 4th frame of the semifinal game. The winner to meet Tim Chris.
We've seen it so often, Chris, and it's happened to George Branham. He had a good analysis of his own game when he lost that last match. He decelerates and gets soft and gets very protective, and the ball will not hold. There's no hold in the center of the lane on the PBA Tour. You must keep that arm swing acceleration going, or you pay a penalty.
Okay, again, Bob Learn Jr.
Well, Tim, you bowled great all week, tournament leader. The lanes look like they're starting to calm down a little bit from inside. It looks like the guys outside are bowling good, but you've created something no one's had all week. How do you feel?
Well, I'm going to take my practice shots and see what it looks like. I think I'm probably going to try to play a little bit straighter than what I did all week. If that doesn't work, I'll go back to where I played them all week earlier.
I think that's a great move. Moving a little bit farther right, squaring up, staying out of trouble. I think you do a fine job. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good boy.
All of a sudden, Mike Shady has taken the same profile that George Branham did. George had that last match against him under control, and all of a sudden started aiming, fell asleep for 4 frames, let Shady back in the match. The same thing is happening today. As you see the graphic, the pin difference this year, 73.5 pins a game. There's a little bit different lane condition out there than last year. But it's still win or lose. Score is only relative.
The game where you can't recover from mistakes.
Boy, you're so right
You
about
can
that.
in golf, but you can't here. Tomorrow night on ABC starts with an hour where your family stars in America's funniest home videos. Then a special Sunday night edition of Primetime Live and the world television premiere of When Secrets Kill, based on the best-selling book and starring Gregory Harrison. That's tomorrow night on ABC.
I look for Walter Ray to go full throttle on this shot.
Come on, baby, yes!
That wireless microphone.
Well, he's showing his match game experience, Chris. The other players had guys in that position, and they get tentative. Walter Ray snaps it as hard as he can. That was his strongest shot, most determined shot of the match. Let's see how Shady responds. He trails by 17.
Yeah, the spare working.
Now, if you can just say high score, I would say Shady has a chance to bowl a higher score. He's playing the lanes a little bit more than Walter Ray. Walter Ray's trying to overpower him with a straight shot. So over a period of time, Shady would shoot the higher scores, but in a short run to the finish line, 5 frames, anybody can win.
A 2.
Let's see.
Shady just seems to have struggled. You know, if you're not out on the tour full-time, bowling like these guys do, and he used 9 different balls this week, sooner or later it's going to catch up with you. I'm not saying he's out of shape, but it's very difficult to beat the top pros when you're just doing it part-time, bowling league at home. He's got the experience, but he's not used to the tour pressure.
Popular Pittsburgh Steeler running back Jerome Bettis was part of the festivities this week, bowling in the Pro-Am. He bowled them over in football too, didn't he? This is it's arena bowling at its best. Erie Civic Center, home of the Erie Otters, hockey team from the Ontario League, and the home to many great stars, Dolly Parton, Alan Jackson, you name them. They've all appeared here.
Walter Ray ahead by 17, can make it 27.
Sixth TV appearance here in 1997.
Come on, man.
Undoubtedly the best player in the world, Chris. Just a natural. He's an outstanding player, but he knows when to use his tools. He can hook the ball with the big boys, and he can throw it straight down there with the ropers, as we call them. And right now, he's taking the most expeditious way to win this match. Straight at him, stay out of trouble. Oh.
A little 6-7-10, Walter.
No, man. God.
Our camera angle picked that up very vividly. A slight pull by Walter Ray. He had been hitting the second board, and he goes high, and he needs to get over here in the 6-10 zone, slide the 6 over into the 7. Walter will throw it hard, straight. You may even hear the ball hit the thumb hole.
Sergeant open frame for the world's best. 174 through the 8th.
Kind of a protective shot at the 6-7. He wanted to keep his count up. If he misses both the 6 and the 10, he has 172 in the 8th. and that allows Shady to only throw a double to get back in the match. Now Shady needs a 3-bagger to get back in the match. Very smart play by Walter Ray.
5'7", 150. Walter Ray is 6'2", 180. Coming up next, the first major of the 1997 Senior Tour, the Tradition, presented by Countrywide. Four-time winner and defending champion is Jack Nicklaus. Coming up next on ABC Sports.
The biggest shot of the week for Mike Shady. He trails by 12, 9th frame semifinal game. Let's see how Walter responds, Chris. You know, he's given away his match in L.A. To Pete Weber. He gave us away his title match in Las Vegas. And here he's let Mike Shady right back in. He still leads by 2. Going into the 10th, if Walter converts this 10-pin, he'll lead Shady by 2 pins, but cannot shut him out.
Done. All of a sudden he's become very quiet wearing that wireless microphone.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you're 27 pins ahead working on a double, and all of a sudden you're down to the 10th frame. You can't shut out your opponent. The best he can do is 224. Shady will determine his own fate.
No.
It didn't look bad.
Walter Ray, a washout. Needs to get the ball to the left of the head pin, drive it into the 10. If he does not convert this spare, he'll finish with 199 or 198. Shady can win with just a mark.
Sure. Come on, baby, come on! Yeah!
That was achievement.
Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Well, he came back, Chris, but the big trouble was the 6-pin count in the 10th frame. He has put Shady in a mark where he just needs 9 spare strike to win. Shady does not need to throw a double to go on to bowl Tim Chris for the championship. We have a possibility of a tie. We have not had one all year long. We will not have one today in this match. Mike Shady has come from behind to defeat Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Wow, this ABC Sports presentation of the Professional Bowlers Tour will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC